Alrighty, I'm live on another bicycle live stream, and it is Saturday, July the 4th, and I'm feeling pumped. It's, let's see, what's time? 7:51 a.m. and this is really hard to believe that winter can be this warm. It's almost 20 degrees at 20 degrees at not even 8 o'clock in the morning. Winter on the Gold Coast, isn't it amazing? Wow. So I've ridden 37 kilometres. Thank you, Mia, for watching. Thank you, Irene, for watching. I've ridden, Denise, thank you for watching. I've ridden 37 kilometres, just got my organic fruit and veg from the markets, riding home, and it's time to do another update on my juicing. Effie, Steph, Pip, thank you everyone for watching. So Michelle, thank you for watching. So I've got the wind behind me, so hopefully that won't be a problem as far as wind noise goes. So this, good morning Pip, thank you for watching, nice to hear from you. So this is day 28 and I feel fantastic, probably because of several reasons. One being that this is the end of my first long-term juice and smoothie fast, and the sense of achievement alone helps me to feel fantastic. The fact that I have quadrupled my previous record, which is my previous record in the past was 7 days on water. Today is 28th day on just juice and smoothies. When I set 28 days ago, when I set out to do this, in fact, it sounds even longer when I say 4 weeks ago. It's a month, it's 4 weeks. So it's a pretty, I'm getting the wind now actually. It's a pretty long time when I think about it. And it's been, so a month ago, or 28 days ago, I decided I needed to cleanse myself. And I just woke up on a Sunday morning and decided I'm going to try a juice cleanse and see how I go. Not really having a lot of sort of planning on it or direction, or just watching this vehicle here that seems to be coming in close. So not really having, a lot of clear idea what I was going to do. I just started off without any major plans of what juices I would do. And Grace says just fruits and veggies or seeds too. No seeds, because initially in the first week I was doing chia seeds and cacao in my smoothies until somebody said to me that was not going to help with the detoxing because of the protein in there. So I cut that out and just went to pure fruits and veggies. Good morning, Christy. Thank you very much for watching. So 28 days ago, I was not happy with the health of my body, in that my digestion was not working particularly well at all. I'd put on a lot of weight. I was hovering around the 70 kilogram mark. Today, 4 weeks later, I'm at 62 kilograms. Yesterday I dropped down to 61.9, that was the lowest, and that was quite an achievement to be down that low. This morning was 62.1, so it's hovering around the 62 kilogram mark. And I'm stoked not only with that, I'm stoked with how my digestion just feels the way it should. It just feels like it's not giving me trouble, which is awesome. Sorry about this bumpy path, but that's how we build them. And sorry about the wind, I'll have a word to God about that later. Anyway, it's bumping so much, it's tilted the camera around. Wow. Okay. Thank you everyone that's coming on and watching. Oh man, seriously, I've got to get past these bumps. It's just, wow. I'm on a footpath that has 4 million joining strips in the concrete. Oh, there we go, I'm back on the road. All right. Michelle says, I'd like to know more about leptins, re nuts, seeds, grains. Michelle, I don't know much about leptins, so I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look up about leptins. I only heard them mentioned last week because in reference to a meat eater was mentioning them and saying that we need the leptins that are in meat, and I'm just shaking my head thinking you've got to be kidding me. Anyway, what has been my experience? Well, my mood, as you can probably tell this morning, is fantastic, and it has been great all the way through. I've had a really, really, really good mood. I've struggled at times with low energy, and that has meant at times that I've been a little bit terse in my communication with others, a little bit short, because I just haven't had the energy there to sort of go into extended conversation with people, especially at work. And that was predominantly in the first week or two. It was quite a noticeable detoxing happening in the first week and a half especially. I got hit a few times with very low energy, struggling to walk upstairs, getting out of breath real quick. Looking back, now it's just such a difference in how I feel, how my energy has been in the last week or two, and it's just really, really fantastic that I've sort of pushed through the low energy periods. You know, there were periods where I was like, all I wanted to do was just rest, and that's understandable when you're detoxing. So pushing through them, I have to say the last week or so, I've felt relatively normal, which I think is a really good sign. In other words, like this is something that could be maintained long term. Now, while I think of it, I'm actually going to be doing a live stream probably Sunday night or Monday night, talking more about this 4-week juice and smoothie fast and sharing some of my hacks. In other words, some of the little tips and tricks that I developed to help me through it, and the recipes my go-to recipes that I used, along with some of the treats recipes that I used as well. So look out for that one. That'll be Sunday night or Monday night. I'll be doing that live stream, and because I'll be doing that from my kitchen. Did you have the pulp in the juice? Michelle says no. The pulp was in the smoothies, but not in the juice. I've done several live streams talking about, I did one actually from my kitchen 2 weeks ago, I think it was, talking about the difference between juices and smoothies, and in the end the conclusion I came to was, why choose one over the other? I read a lot of stuff where people say juicing's good, smoothies aren't. I read stuff where people said smoothies are good, juicing isn't, and I went, what the hell, why are we choosing one over the other? Let's use both. So, and both served a purpose for me. Juices for a quick pick-me-up energy boost, smoothies for a feeling of fullness, and that's, you know, green smoothies. So predominantly my juices and smoothies have been vegetables with a little bit of fruit, just to bring a bit of sweetness in there and a bit of smoothness into them. So for instance, my regular juice, daily juice, has always been a base of carrot, apple and celery, and then to that I would then add other ingredients which became regulars, so beetroot, cucumber, ginger, orange I started using a bit, broccoli, what else is in there, broccoli and capsicum. So they became, you know, sort of regulars, but then I discovered along the way that there were a few nice little variations I could make. And one night I made a juice out of, would you believe, bananas, banana juice, yeah, and mandarin. And I got to tell you, mandarin juice, wow, that's the bomb. And that's you know, one of those treats, banana, mandarin. I can't remember what else I put with it, but I just did it one night, and I think it might have just been those two. It was amazing. So there's a few different things I've discovered like that. And the same with my smoothies. There's always a basic green smoothie that I then add to. And the basic is always celery, kale, and cucumber. And then I add pear to that to smooth it out and to sweeten it. I just about always have red papaya in there, ginger, and then turmeric. And if I'm not doing a detox, then I'd have chia seeds and cacao, but because I was doing a detox, I didn't have them in there. So a green smoothie like that's really good. And I also have a fruit smoothie, which is always bananas and strawberries and usually pear, and then a few other little treats like kiwi fruit and passion fruit in there. So anyway, I'll be talking more about these on Monday night or Sunday night when I do a kitchen live stream. But looking at myself now, 4 weeks later, I'm super impressed that I've taken my weight from 70 kilos back to 62. I've taken my digestion from definitely not functioning very well to where it feels like it's going to be working well again. And I'd have to say the 2 colonics I've had have helped as well. I've taken my mood from being frustrated in myself with how my health was, with my digestion primarily, to being very, very happy with how it's changed. I've also improved my mood enormously just through the sense of achievement and goal setting. Now, when it also comes to, and the sense of discipline, and so you might say, if it's all going so well, why would I now stop? Why don't I keep going? And I tell you what, there's a few people that get into that frame of mind. One guy I watched, he did 100 days. Somebody else I was watching, I think she did 40 or 60 or something. There's a few people that do well past 28 days that you can see on YouTube, because you do get this incredible feeling of like, wow, you know. It's hard to describe, but it's like a spiritual connection. It's a peace, and it's a coming together. It's a balance. It's really something I'm struggling to put in words that you'd have to experience to see, you know. So on a mental, emotional, spiritual level, great benefits, as well as on a physical level. To the answer to that question, why am I stopping now? Quite honestly, the cravings have never gone away, and they got worse in the last week. This surprised me because I was working on what people said, that you reset your habits after 21 or 22 days, that the cravings go away after a few days. Honestly, I had to work strategies to keep on top of the cravings, because I'd wake up in the morning, and especially in the last week or two, I'd be like, great, I can get through today fine, not a problem. Here's another day, this is awesome, you know, really happy about it. Make my juice, have a couple of cups of my juice before I go to work, stoked with how great it tasted. And then, you know, go to work, take a big flask of green smoothie and another flask of juice. And, you know, sort of get to lunchtime and then start to go, wow, starting to struggle here a bit. And this, you know, started to happen a lot in the last week. So it wasn't getting easier. It was not getting easier. And I'd reward or congratulate myself at the end of the day if I got through another day, and I just went, good on you, Harry, you've gotten through another day. You've not given in to wanting to eat. You know, you want to eat, but you haven't given in. So I was really, really, really happy with myself for being able to do that. But I was noticing that the desire to eat was so strong, and still is, that I'm like, I think about the middle of this last week, Wednesday, hump day, I started going, wow. You know, Monday or Tuesday I started thinking, yeah, I can do 28 days easy, I'll cruise past that. Easy, that's my next goal, 28 days, I'll cruise way past it. Got to about Wednesday, and I'm like, ooh, no, this is starting to get a bit hard. Thursday, I'm like, geez, how far away is Saturday, you know? And really starting to feel it, you know? Really starting to think about all the wonderful food that I've been promoting from Love Child and Greenhouse and all the different vegan places, you know? And so I've got to say, for me, people that were worried, I've got to say my mum's been worried, because each day when I've told her what day I'm up to, she said, oh, that's good, you can stop now. I've gone, no, I'm going to keep going. She's been worried that I'm never going to eat again. It's like, you don't have to worry about that. Grace says, did you change or exercise, or I guess that means did you change your exercise or activity levels? In other words, are you able to work out while juice smoothie fasts? I've been riding the bike every day, 100 kilometres on the weekend, riding to work during the week. Went for walks on a few nights, 3 kilometre walks. Do push-ups and sit-ups in the morning. Not a lot of them, but I do. And I'm on my feet at work most of the 7.5 hours that I'm at work each day. And yoga, still doing yoga. The only thing I haven't been doing is using the home gym. I feel good enough now to probably go back to using it again. So I didn't change my exercise program much, but in the first 2 weeks, I did not have the energy to do much at all. So the energy's come back now. Matt says, morning, Mr. Harry. Well done, bro. You must be feeling fantastic, and I am. Thank you. I bet you're craving Lord of the Fries. No offense to Lord of the Fries. I tried them once, did nothing. Absolutely nothing for me. Really, I'm just not interested in going back at all. Give me Feed the Earthlings anytime. Feed the Earthlings chips and burgers, love them, and pizza, but no. Lord of the Fries, I tried the chicken drumstick, the mock chicken drumstick. It was horrible. It was inedible. I actually had 2 of them, couldn't eat the second one, and the chips were bleh. So no, sorry Lord of the Fries, you just don't do it for me. But plenty of other places that do. There's also the Familiar Takeaway down at Casuarina, which I must head down to and have another burger from sometime. But the one that I want to check out, or the one that I want to have, is in the 4 weeks that I've been doing this fast, Love Child has introduced waffles. And, you know, I used to have waffles on a regular weekend basis at Mandela's. And since they closed, I haven't been doing that. So they've introduced waffles, and they've introduced a plant-based milk shake menu, which looks amazing. There was a blueberry cheesecake milkshake that I shared the photo of and drooled and kept drooling. So those things have been in my mind. Effie says, well done, Harry. You did it. Woohoo. I'm impressed. Thank you, Effie. Thank you. And Matt says, I was going to say Feed the Earthlings. Yeah, it's got to be Feed the Earthlings. They rock. So yeah, that's on my list of things I want to do. There's a new restaurant at Byron I'll be checking out called No Bones. But all of this, if I do that, takes me back to the way I was before, and I'll just probably put the weight back on. So I have to be more regulated. I have to keep an eye on myself. I'm very happy to keep doing the juices because I love how they taste and feel with the energy in that, and the smoothies, which I was already doing, green smoothies every day prior to starting this fast. So I'm going to be continuing to do that. Also, just because I've finished this 28 days doesn't mean that I can't start it up again tomorrow or any other time. And I can do a longer one or a shorter one. It's always there as something to do to help reset digestion. And I'd definitely combine it with colonics. Definitely, I find that very beneficial. So it's something that it's a go-to that I can go to at any time to help get back on top of things. And but in the meantime, I just need to focus on, you know, more of the good stuff from home rather than sort of spending too much time eating out all the time. Because I like to eat out and socialise with friends, but I've just got to be careful when I'm doing it because it gets a bit much. So that's the main point, just sharing this wonderful achievement with you guys. I never really thought I would make 28 days. It's, for me, just amazing to not eat for 28 days and just do juices and smoothies. From somebody that has a serious food addiction and craving, I think I've done exceptionally well. So even vegans have serious food addictions and cravings. We just crave the good stuff, the cruelty-free stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in for my kitchen live stream, which will be on Sunday night or Monday night when I figure out my movements, and I'll be sharing recipes and some more tips and tricks on how to do a 28-day, 4-week-long juice and smoothie fast. So whatever you're up to today, live vegan and save lives, and I will speak to you soon. Ahimsa.